These pillars must have something to do with it.
Hello, welcome back to our Skyrim playthrough.
These are Akaviri symbols. Yes. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
So today we're taking on Skyhaven Temple.
The symbol on the pillar on the left.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see
Last
what those
episode
old
we
ones
were
are.
wondering how to solve that, and it was because Esbern had just glitched and not come up here. And he seems to once again be wandering off in the wrong direction. Alright, we're just gonna move on, I guess. Hope he'll follow. Anyway, in the last video, we found Esbern in the Ratways. He told us we need to come to Skyhaven Temple and find Alduin's wall. So we're gonna do that.
Still here? As you wish, my Thane.
Don't want her following us, setting off traps. So we can only step on this symbol.
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe. Be careful.
Safe now. Let's move.
Keep close to the end.
Okay,
Heading
now
out?
you can follow us.
As you will, my Thane.
She has a habit of running after us into the pressure plates and setting off all the traps, so that's why I left her behind for a second. Okay, really want Esbern and Delphine to lead the way, otherwise they tend to glitch out and stay behind. If you're wondering how I know that, it's because I had to re-record this because they glitched out.
Here's the blood seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn.
It's coming to life.
Yeah, so this is the part Esbern and Delphine have to really lead
There's
the
no
way, kind
telling
of.
what we might find inside.
If we leave them behind, they might just stay behind. I basically got Esbern up to the wall, but not Delphine. And then he refused to wander around the wall and tell us the secret, so I kinda had to go back and do this again, so I'm hoping that won't happen a second time. You'd think by the 10-year anniversary edition of this game they'd have some of those glitches ironed out, but I guess not. But again, I am trying to play this game unmodded, so
Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact.
we're just gonna have to follow these guys up the stairs slowly.
Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead.
Alright, we finally made it, just gotta make sure they both get up to the wall. then hopefully we can get through this. Alright, where's Esbern? Oh, down here. Why did you stop there? Can't push him. So you gonna wait for Delphine to light all the torches or something?
Isn't it amazing? Goodbye, then. Ah, thank you. Excellent. Now, where were we?
Huh.
Let's go see if Esbern's right about Alduin's wall.
Maybe if we go out and come back in, it'll reload him somehow. There's a lot of enemies behind this temple. Okay, I'm hoping now that it reloaded, he'll be less glitched. Yeah, okay, Delphine's moving and Esbern's over here now.
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlord, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout, but there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
The Greybeards might know.
Probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice.
I'll
Right.
ask what they know.
Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, and a third man.
Alright, so that's complete now. So it looks like we're headed up High Rothgar again to go see the Greybeards. Just want to take a look around the temple while we're in here. Some of that stuff would be good if we were forging our own armor, but... don't want to get too many levels up using things like smithing and alchemy, because Unfortunately, all the enemies will level up with us, and our combat skills will be behind, and then we'll be having a hard time fighting them, so I'd prefer to level up with combat skills. Okay, we're out, so we can fast travel up High Hrothgar now. Go see what the Greybeards know about this shout that knocks dragons out of the air.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Where did you
Need to know
learn
about.
that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
The Blades are helping me, I'm not their puppet.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have.
So can you
No.
teach me the shout?
I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice.
If the shout is lost, how can we defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer.
Who is he?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
I need to
He lives in
speak to him
seclusion on
then.
the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Can I speak to him? How do I get up
Only those
there?
whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Okay, I guess we're going back outside to learn a new shout. They really have some crunchy walking sounds. It almost sounds like they're walking in like crunchy snow even when they're inside. I wonder if they just gave them the same walking sounds for inside and outside. Either that or they have some strange footwear on to be crunchy on stone. Alright, so to get past there, we need a shout to clear that wind blocking the way, I guess.
The path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Lydia's blocking his way.
Look. Core.
Okay, I guess it's given us all 3 words of power at once.
Grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Alright, quick save before we head up there. It's weird that the Greybeards and the Blades don't get along, like the main factions from the main storyline are kind of at odds. They don't fully explain why or haven't yet, but that almost feels like something that belongs in more of a Fallout game, where you have to pick a faction and you can't work with the other ones. So of course we gotta run all the way up the mountain, clearing the skies as it fogs up. Otherwise we take damage from the freezing wind. Possibly blast a goat off the side of the mountain by accident. Of course there's enemies up here. Ice Wraith. Alright, continuing on. Another Ice Wraith. Poor goat. Just keeps getting blasted. They're not super strong, these Ice Wraiths. They hit you enough, they do good damage, but they don't have a ton of health. They're really just slowing us down more than anything. think we're pretty much here. Yep, Throat of the World discovered. We have a Word of Power up here.
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
I think you know who we are.
Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech.
You live alone on a mountain?
Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser, aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Ren shout.
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here?
Okay, we learned a new shout. Fire breath. Okay, we don't have a dragon soul for it.
As the Dove do.
Okay, he's giving us his knowledge of it. So now we can use fire breath.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova. Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul, the dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
How did you know?
Alduin Comet Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
How can I learn it?
All in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
So we can stop Alduin? No, so the world doesn't end. That's why.
As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born?
The next world's gonna have to take care of itself.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here at the peak of the Monaven, what you name throat of the world?
Never thought about it. I'm guessing so humans don't kill you.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Using Dragon Rend?
Yes and no. Viknusnikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragon Rend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
So the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
How does this help us?
Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragon Rend from those who created it.
Do you know where we can find an Elder Scroll?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
I think we'll try Esbern to see.
You have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw mortal, even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Lokthum. Dremyolok. Greetings.
I think Parthenax just glitched out. We can ask questions, but he's not going to answer them, and he seems to be just drifting around helplessly in the sky. Parthenax blew away, so let's go talk to Esbern. Hopefully he's less glitched this time. I don't know if Parthenax is okay. Hopefully if we need him later, he'll be able to come back down. Alright, I'm not sure where Esbern and Delphine went. They're around here somewhere. That's the way outside. Is that leading us on the quest marker to the Greybeards? Is that just telling us to go back up High Hrothgar? It's kind of annoying when there's multiple quest markers. Some of them can lead you in the wrong direction. So that one's Erengar. Oh, and Esbern is up that way, so I think Esbern's outside.
I used to dream of it. Ah, you're back. I hope you've made some progress on tracking down this shout we need to defeat Alduin.
I need an Elder Scroll to get any further.
Ah, indeed. There's a pretty puzzle. Not the kind of thing you will find in your local bookshop. Let me think.
Perhaps the College of Winterhold, what learning there is in Skyrim, is gathered there. One of the mages there may be able to put you on the trail of this Elder Scroll.
Any idea where to find it?
Then came the flash of light. Just
Okay, I guess we're off to see the mages in Winterhold, which we're actually going to have to go back to Whiterun and catch the carriage there, because we haven't been to Winterhold yet. I guess we can travel from any city though, any stable. So we'll try Windhelm to Winterhold. And we'll be off to see the mages. I think we're gonna do that in the next video.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Winterhold, please.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Anyway, that's it for today, so come see our next
Ready to go
Skyrim
yet?
video. And as always, thanks for watching.
Dragon to attack Kyne's Grove.